The lecture hall in Miller Hall was packed on the first day of the fall semester. Sophia slid into a seat near the back, her notebook open and pen poised. The room buzzed with chatter until the door swung open, and Professor Harper strode in. He was tall, with salt and pepper hair and wire-rimmed glasses that framed piercing blue eyes. His tweed blazer and slightly rumpled shirt gave him an air of approachable intellect. He carried a stack of books under one arm and a thermos of coffee in the other. "Good morning," he said, his voice deep and measured. "I'm Daniel Harper, and this is modern American fiction. If you're here for calculus, you're in the wrong room." A ripple of laughter broke the tension. Sophia's pen stilled as he spoke. There was something magnetic about him, not just his knowledge, but the way he seemed to see the world through a lens of quiet wonder. He launched into a discussion of The Great Gatsby, his hands gesturing animatedly as he dissected Fitzgerald's prose. Sophia found herself leaning forward, hanging on every word. "Gatsby's tragedy," Daniel said, pacing the front of the room, "is his belief that love can rewrite the past. What do you think? Can love change what's already been written?" A student near the front raised her hand, but Sophia's mind was elsewhere. She scribbled in her notebook, "Can love change the past? Or does it just haunt us?" She wasn't sure why the question struck her so deeply, but it lingered long after the lecture ended. Sophia's first few weeks at Evergreen were a blur of readings, essays, and late-night coffee runs to the campus Starbucks. But Daniel's class was the highlight of her schedule. His lectures were like performances, weaving history, psychology, and literature into a tapestry that made her see the world differently. She began lingering after class, asking questions about obscure references or debating character motivations. Daniel always indulged her, his responses thoughtful and never rushed. One rainy October afternoon, Sophia knocked on the door of his office in the English department. She'd written a draft of her midterm essay on Toni Morrison's Beloved and wanted feedback. The door was ajar, and Daniel looked up from a pile of papers, his glasses perched on the edge of his nose. "Sophia Wright?" he said, gesturing to a chair. "Come in. What's on your mind?" She handed him her essay, suddenly nervous under his gaze. "I'm not sure if I'm on the right track. I keep getting lost in the themes of memory and trauma." He skimmed the first page, his brow furrowing slightly. "You've got a strong voice here," he said after a moment, "but you're holding back. Don't be afraid to dig deeper. Morrison's work demands vulnerability." Sophia nodded, her cheeks warming. "I'll try. It's just hard to write about things that feel so heavy." Daniel leaned back in his chair, studying her. "Writing is like life. The heavy stuff is where the truth lives. You strike me as someone who's not afraid of truth." The compliment caught her off guard, and she smiled shyly. They spent the next half hour discussing her essay, but the conversation drifted to books they loved, from Virginia Woolf to James Baldwin. When she left his office, the rain had stopped, and the campus glowed under a rare burst of sunlight. Sophia felt lighter, as if she'd shared a piece of herself and been seen. As the semester progressed, Sophia found herself drawn to Daniel beyond the classroom. She noticed small things. The way he fiddled with his pen when deep in thought, the faint scar above his eyebrow, the way his laugh softened the edges of his serious demeanor. She began volunteering for extra
For complete story, follow the given link below. Please like and subscribe Meesha's Quest Tales for new stories.